Okay, video number 3 of I don't know how many videos this will be, but let's make a note here. Okay, so we've talked in the last couple days who Saul is, what he did, poster boy of the Jews, killing Christians. We get the idea. Okay, now in 1 Corinthians 15, for I am the least of the apostles. Okay, at this point, he's saying he is an apostle, which is a big deal. That means you've seen the risen Christ. And you've been taught by Christ himself. So, even though he considers himself the least of the apostles, an apostle nonetheless. Okay, for I am the least of the apostles, who am not worthy to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God. In Galatians 1 it says, for you have heard of my former conduct in Judaism, how I persecuted the church of God beyond measure and tried to destroy it. Acts 9. Then Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked letters from him to the synagogues of Damascus, so that if he found any who were of the way, whether men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem. As he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly a light shone around him from heaven. Then he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, who are you, Lord? Then the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. It is hard for you to kick against the goads. So then he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what do you want me to do? Then the Lord said to him, arise and go to the city, and you will be told what you must do. And the men who journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice but seeing no one. Then Saul arose from the ground, and when his eyes were opened he saw no one. But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither ate nor drank. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he was stunned and astonished, and I guess those guys were speechless. Anytime, you know, people make these silly claims that when they see God, they're going to say this or they're going to say that. And it's like I've said before, you're not saying nothing. You know, there's nowhere in the Word of God does it ever indicate that people just have a casual conversation until Jesus says, don't fear, or fear not. Because, yeah, you're going to fear. Okay? I don't, you know, whether you see him as Lord or Judge, when you see him for the first time as magnificence, it's going to be fear. Okay? But what's crucial to me on this, without a doubt, is when as soon as Saul was convinced that Jesus is Lord, he is God, he is the Creator, he knew right then, he knew. Okay, because up to this point he wants to kill anybody that makes that claim, those claims, right? He wants to kill them. So what does he say here? He says, where is it? Right here in verse 6. Lord, what do you want me to do? God bless you all. We'll see ya.